for tuning in to Healthy Living. I'm Wendy. Matter of fact, I'm Big Wendy.
And I'm
The
Little.
reason why we decide to do this is because there are so many different people who has age difference, and to be able to compare the difference, and just so you can get it all at one time. 4 years old, as you can tell by the title, I have taken Phentermine. Wendy has taken Phentermine as well. Plus, she has taken another medication.
And we will get into that later.
Okay.
So stay tuned.
Okay, Wendy, can you tell them a little bit about
And I started Phentermine about a year ago. And obviously what got me to start the journey is I had a baby and was trying to get the weight off. And it was been a little stubborn, and so I needed some extra help. And Phentermine was an option. And I did that for a while. I will say Phentermine may not be for everyone, but if that is a path that you do choose, I would highly recommend that you choose your primary care doctor or a weight loss doctor, just because you'll have that support and be able to know how to maintain the weight even after your journey with Phentermine. And so
Did your doctor bring it to you, or did you bring it to your doctor, or how did you hear about it?
Actually, I went to a doctor's appointment. I spoke about my weight, and the doctor brought it up to me. That was an option for me. I didn't go in there saying I want to get on Phentermine or any of that by any means necessary. Before I was able to get on Phentermine, a lot of blood was drawn. You know, they made sure everything was right before, you know, you even get to be put on Phentermine. I was on Phentermine. The first month that I was on Phentermine, I lost 5 pounds. You know, you may think 5 pounds is not a lot.
That's more than 1 pound.
But I was excited to lose 5 pounds. And also I started off, my weight starting off was at 174.
When did you start on it?
I started March of 2018.
Okay.
Yes. So that was my beginning weight is 174.
And now this is November 2019.
And I am currently at 148.
So you started at
174.
and now 148.
Yes. So
And
it's
you calm about it? Is it like woo woo? Like, wait a minute. Yeah. So how was it when you lost a significant weight and you didn't think that you can do it? When you got on that scale the very first time, what did you do?
I was
How
excited. I was excited. I was jumping around. I couldn't believe I lost 5 pounds in 1 month, because obviously every time you get on a scale when you're trying to lose weight, it keeps going up. It's not going down, it's going up. And you're like, what am I doing wrong? One of the things that my doctor, you know, just gave me some tips and hints is that milk is very fattening. Orange juice is very fattening. I was a juice drinker, obviously very sugary, very fattening. I cut juice out altogether. I do have juice every now and then, but juice was a part of every day many years, and now it is water. Should be your best friend. I'm serious. It makes a huge difference. It makes you feel better. You have energy.
That's what your skin.
It does. It's
the flushing of your kidneys makes everything else moist.
Yes.
Passing through. You already know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
What were some of your side effects that you had from the Phentermine?
My side effects were the dry mouth, of course. I did notice like some constipation, you know, with the Phentermine.
Did you get any headaches?
Not really.
How about upset stomach?
In the beginning.
In the beginning.
When I first got on the Phentermine, it was obviously weird. It felt really strong. It worked obviously really well because my body had never been introduced to Phentermine. So yeah, it felt weird, but as I took more pills, I didn't have all those side effects. The only side effects that stayed was the dry mouth and the constipation here and there, but we all know how to take care of that problem. So if you can get past those two, you can continue to lose weight.
Did you feel any palpitation, like your heart racing fast?
Yes.
Did it interfere with any sleep regimen patterns that you had?
Yeah, it did. The heart racing, that was one of them. You will significantly notice that. The sleep, it wasn't big. It did mess with you for a little bit in the beginning. I've been on Phentermine for a while, and I know a lot of people are saying, are you still probably currently on Phentermine? I am currently still on Phentermine. And I know a lot of you are thinking, it's still working. Yes, it's still working. And to be continued on how and why it's still working. Because at one point, it did stop working. So,
did you feel like sometimes that if you was not to take the full dose or miss a couple of days or anything like that, or a week, would that help you when you felt like you didn't still have that same effect?
With me, once I had got Phentermine in my system for 2 months, and I forgot, let's say, in 1 week to take a pill here or there, I still felt like the Phentermine was still in my system. I didn't really realize that I had not taken the Phentermine for that day. Now, if I did take my Phentermine if I accidentally forgot it for 2 days, you might start noticing, because it was in my system still, so I couldn't tell. So it wasn't drastically different for me. As I got farther into the Phentermine, like 5 months, it was not working.
It was so much, it was a part of your lifestyle, and it was actually in your system till you couldn't tell the difference.
My body was immune to it.
So it's just part of you, and it didn't make a difference. You couldn't feel that first burst or kick. And that's the same way with me. I turned around and will take the medicine the very first time, and I actually timed it just to see how long it was going to take. It took me 15 minutes and to actually start feeling that pill. When I take it now, I can't even tell that I've even taken it. I would have to have a large gap in between before I feel that burst.
Yeah.
And after you feel it once again, it just dissipates.
You're able to like say, your body tells you I don't have that desire to eat all this type of food. Like, I'm not hungry. Like, it
suppressed the appetite.
Yes.
The things that you used to want to eat, have the desire or wanted to eat that, you can just look at it and be like, I don't want it.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, if you was to take Phentermine and still have your bad habits of eating, you can still lose weight, but you will not reap the benefits from it if you do it the correct way. And for you to take some medication that strong and that can make your heart rate, to change your body chemistry, you need to be fair to yourself, because that's just to be a waste. Yeah. You're cheating yourself, and you can achieve your goal by just eating the right way. No drastic diet.
No. You want to eat just how you would normally eat on the Phentermine, because when you get off the Phentermine, you want to keep those same habits. You don't want to drastically change and do something totally different, because that's not what the pattern you're going to continue to keep doing. You're going to go to the pattern that you've always done in your life. You just want to make sure do it in moderation and just cut back on your carbs. That was a big thing for me. I like carbs. Everybody likes carbs. Who doesn't like carbs?
Carbs is good. Like ice cream. Oh,
yes.
My goodness. Ice cream loves me.
Yes. A big one for me is donuts. Yes. So, you just have to eat them in moderation. And in the beginning, it's hard because it's something new. But when you see the scale going down, that should be your reward to keep continuing to do, to eat in moderation and keep doing the things that you're doing to get those numbers to continue to go down.
Did you do any research to find out if anyone else?
I did.
Okay.
There's a lot of reviews on Phentermine, a lot. There's a lot of people that says bad things about it. There's a lot of people that says very good things about it.
It's the individual.
Yeah, it is.
Is your what you can tolerate.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's different from one person to another.
And if it don't work for you, try something else.
Absolutely.
And you know, and we all try something. We all done try to exercise.
Yep.
One of the reasons why I actually needed to get on Phentermine is because my metabolism, me being 54 years old, my metabolism is not the same. I used to tell my daughters, because I have 3 daughters, I used to tell my daughters, you know, when I'm working out, I gotta work hard. And as far as us talking, I'm like grinding, you know, and I got that from my kids. And I was like, I have to work triple time harder than a young person just to do it. And when I went to the doctor and did my physical, I was telling the doctor, and I'm saying, I'm going up and down, but something, it just ain't working for me. And so that's the reason why I had to end up taking the Phentermine, because I needed something to help with my metabolism. I was already watching my food intake. I was already exercising. I just needed that little boost, and we end up getting it.
And Phentermine was it.
Yeah.
And it has drastically changed our lives for the better.
So we will get right back with you. We have more to come.
Please subscribe, hit likes,
and
thumbs up.